They've gone silent. You haven't heard from them. Don't really know what is going on. Might even think it's the discard. You might be feeling that they've let go when you haven't. And all you want to do is just talk to them, just to kind of understand. And you're at this point where, okay, if that is the case, I kind of accept it, but I don't want it to be real. And it's almost like it feels like someone has died. So you're mourning this relationship, you're mourning the future, you're mourning this person because it's so painful, so hurtful, and you're so confused. And then there it is. They resurface. You actually hear from them, like a random reminder that they still exist. You wonder why now? Why now did they choose this time to get in contact with you? If this is you, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the psychology about that exact moment. Watch this video. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I really hope that you're doing well. I get that this is the most strangest thing that you have probably ever had to experience. The fact that you know that this was the end of this relationship. You know that actually they were done. You weren't, but they were done, and you kind of made peace with it. You've also tried to move on and be happy, but it's never come about in that way. But you just did. You just did it because you had no choice. And then you hear from them, and it's like this really, really plays with your mind, with your psyche. It's the most strangest thing. How can someone disappear, go silent, and just resurface? So I'm going to be talking about the myth of finality in these dynamics. I'm also going to talk about what happens during that silence, the silence where the narcissist hasn't been around you, and what has been going on for them. Want to know what happens? And stick around and watch this video. Okay, so one thing that you have to realize, okay, that when it comes to narcissists, the end isn't the end. You might think that the discard is the end, the discard is the closure, that they've moved on, that they don't want you anymore. Maybe they've even found somebody else. But in the narcissist's mind, people aren't relationships, they're possessions. And it would be worth to talk about how the narcissist actually views you as a person. So narcissist sees you as a possession, something that they own. So you become an object. And this is where the term in psychology comes from, objectification. You're an object that needs to be owned. All right, so that means that they can control, they can do whatever it is they want to do because they own you. Yes. And the reason why they think that, or the reason why you've stepped into this role in their mind, is because you have become compliant, you have become submissive, and you obey them, you listen to them, okay? So this is about you doing what they tell you to do. So they are able to manipulate and direct your every move because they see you as a possession. And that's just the thing. So when they pick you up, they've got you, they're giving you all their attention. When they drop you, they're taking the attention away because they are not connecting to you in an emotional or a psychological way. This is very much their psyche and their issue with the psyche, with the attachment. And that is where the problem lays, is that it's not about a clean attachment. There's issues with this attachment, okay? So when a narcissist says that they end things, what they really mean is that they are pausing them. So they're going to pick you up, have this relationship with you, and then they're going to put you down. They're going to put you on a shelf. They're going to put you there in the background on ice for a little bit, and then they come back because they do. They are going to be coming back because what was going on over there is no longer serving them. So they're going to need a little bit of pick-me-up. They're going to need a little bit of attention. And they know that you've done that for them once before, that you've loved them once before. So they're going to be looking for it again. Oh, yes, my friends, they're going to be looking for this again from you. So they're going to come back for you. So where does that leave you? Yes, my friends, exactly where does that leave you? You're a human being. You're a person who has got emotions, who does feel, who does not deserve to be treated in this way. And you don't deserve to be controlled. You don't deserve any of that to happen to you. So let's just have a look what actually happens to them during the silence. Okay, whilst you're going through the confusion, the grief, and replaying every little bit of conversation and everything that has been said, sitting in regret, trying to work through it, trying to understand it, they're not. They're not doing that. Instead, what they are doing is they are watching you. Oh my gosh, my friends, I've done so many videos about this, exactly this, that they are watching, okay? And I would say go back and watch them. I will try and link a few here, but they do watch. You might think, no, they're not. They're interested, even if they've got new supply, they're watching. They're keeping you on standby. That's what they're doing. They don't detach. You're not leaving. So here's what's really going on behind the scenes. So they're testing new supply. They are seeing if someone else will give them what you did, okay, because they're all testing, all right? They're also observing your reaction, maybe through social media, mutual friends, flying monkeys, or energy checking. Please know that this is a real thing, my friends. A lot of you are like, really, does this actually happen? Energy checking does happen, and the narcissist does engage in that. You've got to understand that these individuals are intuitive. They're dark empaths. They do feel. They do feel this on some level. So they're going to be checking in on your energy. Some of them will be waiting for the right climate for them to return when you're calm, when you're lonely, when you're upset, or when you're emotionally open again. So this is why a lot of you say that I was just about moving on. I was just about getting my life back together, and bang, there they are. And that's how it's happening. They're using energy, they're using mutual friends to check in on you. You've got to understand that the narcissist operates on something called emotional timing. I also did a video about this, the narcissist time patterns. It would be good for you to watch it to understand this a lot further. So I'm going to link it here because I feel like this will expand this a lot more, because I was talking about narcissistic timing, and it is a thing. It's a phenomenon. They know. And a lot of this has got to do with the emotional check-in, with emotional projection, to kind of see what's going on for you. They will return when your guard has lowered, when you've started to soften, when you've kind of forgiven them. They're not all about accountability. They're not going to be telling you, what really happened. It's going to be more about what you want to hear. So please understand that you are not going to be getting the truth. They don't want to be accountable. So when they reappear, this is not to reconnect. This is to re-establish control. They're not the type of people that suddenly they're going to realize their error of their way and do something about it and come back in and say, I'm so sorry. This is not how narcissists operate, my friends. No, they don't. So why do they come back? Why do they come back, whether it's weeks, months, or even years? Yeah, I've heard this one before a lot from my clients. They do come back after years. And it's not about missing you. And I know that's really hurtful, because I really don't want it to be hurtful, but it's not about missing you. It's missing about what you gave them. They come back because their ego needs feeding again. Ultimately, that's really what's happening. And you'll also, most of the time, realize that the timing aligns with emotional milestones in your life. When you post something that radiates peace or happiness, when you stopped talking about them, or when your energy shifts from grief to empowerment. This is when the narcissist feels that energetic pull. And because your indifference, your energy changes. So there's something that has changed, something that's different. They're going to want more of it. That's what's happening. You need to protect yourself from this. I really hope this video gives you that understanding and something just resonates and clicks. I really do. But this is what you've got to understand, why they are reappearing. You've got to recognize the timing, my friends. They're not coming back because it feels right. They're coming back because you feel stable. You don't confuse their timing with destiny. because it's not about that. Don't seek closure when they do re-establish contact with you, because you're not going to get it. Go quiet. You go quiet for real. Ignore. Finished. And reclaim your narrative. Reclaim your peace. Reclaim your truth. Reclaim yourself. So I really hope this video has helped you to understand this cycle on a deeper level of what really is actually going on here. And I really hope that, you can make the right decisions for you. I know this isn't easy, and if you'd like a little bit of help with it to process this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below for more details. And if you're ready to break this trauma bond, this trauma cycle, I go deeper into this in my mentorship. That's also, details are in the description box. If you have liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.